So with so many years I spent doing street photography, I learned one thing or two, but the most important thing that I want to pass it on to you is how to set and forget your camera so that you are focused on your composition and your framing and you don't think about your gear. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thomas Love here from One Lens Only, and today we're gonna have a quick discussion because if you remember, I had this beautiful glass and now I don't know if it's focused on the glass or not. No, it's still tracking my eye. Anyway, this beautiful glass is a Zeiss 25mm and it's fully manual, meaning not only the focusing is manual, so the autofocus in your camera will not work, but also the f-aperture, you will have to control it from the glass itself. You will not be able to use the command in your camera. This is very liberating, but in order to take the best out of it, I think that once you have it on, you don't want to think about cropping or chasing or changing your settings to APS-C because this is only an f2.4 25mm, so it's quite wide, but it's not even that fast. I think you want to take the best out of it, and this is valid for whatever glass you're using when you're going out for your street photography mission. So now I am in Europe. In Europe, everything is teeny tiny, everything is compressed compared to North America. I remember in Vancouver we have that much space, but here cities are smaller and are packed. Reason why you need a wide glass. But once you have a wide glass and you start closing down, then it's helping you because you have more elements on the line of focus, and so the depth of field on an f2.4 at 25mm, it helps you much more than narrower glasses. And so what I did is that I set my focus on infinite here and close down to f4 to f5.6. Normally with street photography I always go in between f8 and f11, but if you're also using it as a hybrid glass for shooting videos as well, I think that this is the best combination you can have. Set it to infinite and then close down to f4, and with a wide glass like this you will have decent footage. Now I want to show you something because here I was just walking down the street and I spotted this Porsche, which is beautiful, as well as all these bottles from the pub. And then when you get to open air, as you can see, I'm not using any gimbal. I don't want to use a gimbal because it's one additional thing you have to set and take with you and charge, and so I'm just running and gunning with my camera with the strap around my neck, and I pull it toward the max extension, so when you have it that tight it works like a third point of attachment, and so you have the two hands pulling on the neck strap and then of course the neck, and this helps you stabilize despite in my camera I have the active stabilization. So as you can see, I was just going around on the lake shore here. It was a cloudy day and without gimbal it's quite decent. Now the only additional thing that you will have to take into consideration is that you need an ND filter. So for this glass I used an ND variable, and as you can see now it's darkening, and then it's wide enough, but with the crop from the active stab, as you can see here, it's a bit tight on my face, so that might not be the best option for vlogging. But let's go back to using this glass, because as you can see I am still walking in the city and it varies a lot because I didn't want to hand out the ISO to the camera, and since I'm using a variable ND filter I am changing the darkness on that filter when I want to adapt, because maybe you shift and you pass from the shade of the buildings to open air. As you can see, if you want to prevent burning the highlights, then you will have to darken your filter and keep going. Now we will have add a few examples because the city here is so small, and so there are nice corners here and there, but just walking like this street is one of my favorite. But I want to show you how easy it is, even with a manual glass, switching in between photos and videos, and then with an ND filter, even when you're recording videos, adjust everything. Now, discussion about the CPL, because the filter that I'm using is also CPL and ND, and so as you can see the reflection of the car in the window, when you turn the CPL you will either see it or not. And now let's just keep walking and I will go straight towards home. And as you can see, these nice corners have been used from people because they all want good memories, and taking pictures with smartphones, maybe it's not the best portrait you will have, but at least you remember you were in such a beautiful city like Como. So guys, a long story short, when you are going out for your street photography and you have such a compact camera like my A7C Mark II and such a compact and beautiful glass like the Zeiss Loxia, you are more than covered, because for whatever need you have for photos, for videos, you can eventually crop in a bit, so the 25mm with APS-C crop becomes 37.5, so usable. Like 35mm, you still have a decent resolution, you have the AI helping you for focusing, but not in this case, because in this case you will just need to set to infinite, and anything that is farther than 2 meters, and if you close down to f8 or f11, basically everything in frame will be in focus. This will avoid you having lens breathing in your videos. This will avoid you having tracking the wrong person, because maybe strangers are passing by in front of the glass and the camera would pick up either one, and so keep hunting. These are kind of annoying thing, especially when you're recording B-roll like I am doing right now today in this city. And this is perfect because being a gloomy day, we don't have dark shadows and we have white smooth light. So guys, please let me know what you think down here in the comments. What is your go-to glass when you want to be minimalistic, when you want to be fun and run and gun and happy about your street photography? Because when you're happy, it's where the inspiration comes and motivates you to do better and keep going. So with that, I hope you got some value out of this video. If you did, please remember to like it, share it on social media, subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any videos to come, and I guess I will see you later. Thank you. Bye bye.